It's showtime.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Ooh, I've been on the flex since flex on. Neighborhood all in your eardrums. I ain't never scared like Bone Crush. Boy, I got God, don't fear none. My line busy, take no calls. Feels like I don't have no flaws. Snakes in the grass, cut those off. Yo, squad shitty, my bros raw. No breaks, we go, 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 go. Throw shade, that's a no, 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 no. Go high, go low, low, low. Like spinning in a 644. Cash money like 504. Ball like AD24. No sleep, need more, more, more. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Ooh, I'm a real one, my day ones. Try speak up, can't say none. Try dig dirt, there ain't none. I make the money that save up. 10 to 80, my save ones. Take to the top on the base one. New car, race on. Fast lane. With the booyah, that's a flex. Non-human, I ain't from another planet. I'ma teleport, might vanish. I'ma wake up, do damage. Jordan number 7, he's bored though. Working all night, need more though. I remember nights I was poor though. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Welcome to RunTellThatToo. It's Night Talk, and I'm Teddy. You know, I'm looking at something here. I am. And there is a narrative that is being put out there. We are yet to be in discovery. We are not in discovery yet. Okay. I have filed documents. I am under no obligation that I'm aware of that I have to disclose all of my conversations and emails in a filing. No one has requested that. I provided the information that was necessary, a refusal or not. That was it. We are not in discovery. If there are documents that are needed, they are readily available. I have not destroyed anything. No. But we are going to find out if indeed any documents that were obtained by the defendant, and she said that she paid for them. Who did you pay? Did you pay the United States Copyright Office? Did you have to fill out a form? I would like to know. And as far as being mad about something, if documents are public record, that would not be anything I would be mad about. One. So spreading that is not true. But there is no reason to pull out 10 or 11 emails and then just post them. But again, I'm going to find out. Instead of talking about instead of talking about non-compliant to the court and order, this defendant is focusing on another narrative. But we're going to find out. I'm the plaintiff, they're the defendant. I cannot control what is said or done. I don't try to control it. But I don't know of any obligation yet, and we're not in discovery. No. And I'm not hiding anything. No. This individual just wants to control everything and remain anonymous and stay hidden. This person that doesn't want anything to know, people to know anything about them, not mention the truth, not mention a quote from a video without being struck. But yet, it's so imbalanced. It really is, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. It's this individual that is trying to take the focus off of what she did with the pictures. Mm-hmm. She's not talking about that. She's not talking about how she obtained the pictures. Instead, she's gone in a different direction. Mm-hmm. But I'm not asking questions about that yet. What she is doing, she is the one hiding behind anonymity. This is so bizarre. But we will find out. I'm absolutely going to find out because I don't know everything. I don't know what's available. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, but she said she paid. She said she paid her money. Let's see a receipt. Let's see a receipt. Because now that you said you paid for them, I want to know, how did you get them? Did you fill out a form? Did you submit an email? And what was the purpose? What did you say? Again, I don't even know. But it only raises more questions. Mm-hmm. Yeah. How y'all doing tonight? It's January the 25th. It's a Sunday night. Yeah, let me take a look and see who has joined me. You can email me at unwinewithteddy@gmail.com. What I see my moderators, Vicky and Baby Juju, but there's something that's staring right at me here in the middle. Let's see. Yeah, that's a good one. It's not me, says she's definitely Delu. She is telling people that she will expose the truth about her court cases. How about trying to be compliant first? Absolutely. How about that? And the truth would be really, if somebody wants to expose the truth, then they would not be hiding. They would not be hiding their name, their legal name, and dodging the court, evading, zigzagging across the country by way of virtual addresses. You wouldn't be hiding behind multiple aliases. Talk about that, Danielle Robertson. That's what you need to talk about. If you want to talk about something, talk about your anonymity and the things that you said and the reason you don't want those videos to be played. She asked her audience or said something. I understand. She asked the question, why would I be in litigation and playing her video? You're talking about me. That's evidence. And it is apparent. That is why you don't want the truth to be heard. Because if it weren't such a big deal, you wouldn't strike it. So you don't want the truth to be out. Tell your people that. Instead, she wonders why. Why would someone be playing her video? She said, and giving commentary. You don't want those receipts played. You don't want all of those station head and any other videos that I have. It just doesn't add up. She wants the truth. She doesn't want the truth at all. Not at all. She wants it hidden. She wants it buried in every place, not just on YouTube, all over. Not even 2 seconds of her voice. Nothing. No. So please don't patronize me by saying you want the truth to be out. No, you don't. You are really gaslighting a lot of people. Yeah. She wants to silence people from telling the truth. And by the way, I have not listened to any recent videos of Tales from the Cult. I don't know what she's saying right now or not. I don't. Okay. I have not talked about Tales a lot. I haven't. But what I have talked, when I have talked about her, I have told the truth. I haven't hidden anything about what went on between Tells and I. I do think that someone, won't say, sent her an email or something making her believe a certain that I've said something. I don't have anything to hide from Tells either. The worst thing I've said is Pinocchio. That's it. Okay. And before Daniel Robertson even came to this platform, whatever was going on between Tails and I had to do with strikes. Yeah. Yes, I made some videos. And I know what the videos are. I have the videos and what I said. At one point, she thought I was Danny Robertson. And she thought I've said different things. Whatever I've written, whatever can be shown, I have always said, I don't care if it comes out in emails or DMs. Never have been afraid of that. All right. Everybody has their right. She had her right to her opinion as it was formulated. But I don't think she knew everything about me because there was an association that I had at the time with Black Rabbit. I didn't have that association with Danielle. I didn't. That came, what was it, 2 months? The last 2 months of 2021. And then the first, so basically for 3 months. So she associated me with Black Rabbit. And Black Rabbit and I have talked about Tails. I've talked about that. But I knew where to draw the line. That's not, for me, that's not anything that I can't talk about or vouch for, or if any receipt you see, go ahead. If people can find receipts, dig them up, show them. I can talk about it. It's not something I'm going to run from. Okay? It isn't. Yeah. And one example, I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about this, but since I'm on it, one example of a conversation that took place between myself and Black Rabbit had to do with, now I'm trying to think. I believe it was like a little cartoon picture. And I guess a meme that was out there about her. I can't even think of the name. Like, you see, I don't want to, but I'm into it. There are stereotypes, right? And one would be that was put out there was like housekeeping. All right. I'll just say that. I don't have to explain it. All right. And it offended Black Rabbit. Okay. When people put up things like that, did I stand for it? No, I didn't. I said it was wrong for anyone. I did. Do you remember? I mean, I'd have to go back into my, yeah. I'd have to go, yeah, if I really took my time, I'd have to go back and look. But I've never, you're not going to find me, you're not going to find a receipt, not one. It's just not going to happen where I would stand for, you know, anything like that on either side, black, white, it doesn't matter. You've heard me. People should know me by now. Okay? They should. Yeah. Yeah. And at one point, Black Rabbit was concerned. She was concerned how people felt about if she was black or not, or would she be accepted, and, you know, stuff like that. For me, it wasn't, I didn't even really think about it. And again, she was anonymous, so I didn't know. Mhm. And then after it came out, yeah. But everything that was done and said about various content creators, I wasn't involved in all of that. I know what my role was. I know how I felt. I didn't know people were trolls. I didn't. Okay? Yeah. I'm not, honestly, I am not afraid of any email that would come out, any DM, none of it. None of it. Mm-mm. Nothing even related to my case. I'm not. Everything I said about, even when I filed to the copyright, every question that they asked me, I answered it truthfully. I did. Yeah. I didn't lie about anything. I didn't. That's why I'm really not, I just want to know more or less, if that was um, in the public, because she posted, again, like the specific key code to my file. That I don't think is public. Yeah. Yeah, there were things about that I don't think are public. So I'm just going to find out. That's all. Yeah. Mhm. Mm. What she doesn't want people to know is that, she admitted she cropped. She admitted she had possession of the original. Yeah. Pictures, the recording. Yeah. Talk about that. That's what she's hiding from. Yeah, this is going to be a big week. And this is what they do. There's something about it. I don't know. Press forward and stay focused. Thank you, baby Juju. The truth will come out. Right now, we can't even, you know, get cooperation. Yes, my private, they give you like a code that goes with your file. Yeah. You have a registration code, but there's also a code that's very specific. And she has it posted. It's just all over the place. So, one of the things I'm definitely going to, I'll find out about, all of it. Yeah. That's, you know, am I mad? I'm just surprised that certain information, if that's available, that's all. Yeah. Yeah. Talk about that, Danielle. Talk about you taking the image. See, she's that's what she's not focusing. What happened with the image and what you did with it after it got out of that PPO hearing? Mhm, mhm, mhm. You had to collude with someone. You put it in your video. You spoke about, you know, talking to that individual, and then you posted. Yeah, they're filing to the board. You did a lot, Danielle. Talk about that. Talk about how you created deep fake pornography. Talk about that. She's never. Talk about that, Danielle. Talk about that. Talk about how you've disseminated other pictures of other people, hmm electronically. Talk about that. Yeah, there's a lot. She says someone's a fraud. Talk about how you fraud, how you filed fraudulent copyright. Mhm. Yeah. Are you recording that or are you live somewhere? I don't even know. But if she's not listening, someone is listening and recording. Yeah. Let's see. So, anyway, there's a lot that that can be said. And I know I say that, but yeah. Bad faith. Yeah. I don't know. Somebody was on the phone with the United States Copyright Office. I'm not lying about that. I wouldn't. Why would I make that up? I just wouldn't. I would not do it. And that becomes her. We've heard her on, you know, calling to different hospitals and places. Remember when she was into, the, I don't have to mention the young lady's name. hmm And she was looking and trying to do what she called investigating, calling to Mexico or trying to speak with the doctors or whatever. And she said she was this person or that person. How she called, but to the jails, chasing different people. She's on recordings. you know, impersonating people. She's done it before. That's not a lie, Danielle. You've done it. Mhm. And she's anonymous, so she gets away with it. So she likes to check everybody. Mhm. But she said, who's going to check her boo? She has a sense of entitlement. Everybody is like a bird brain and doesn't have knowledge. Yeah, she knows all the tricks: how to hide, how to layer, how to divert. That's her specialty. So she can say things and people are going to believe her. Oh well. Let the facts come out. And she says she doesn't want discovery. So that tells me you don't want the truth to come out. Yeah. Doxing. Yes, she has a whole history of being fraud. She likes to say someone's fraudulent behavior. And she has said and confessed, yes, she's the one that, you know, confessed that she had pictures of tails. So she's not talking about that to her people. What she's doing is saying, I agree with tails. Something about that. These new people have not a clue. They don't know what she did. Yeah. To humiliate and torment her and pay thousands of dollars to stalk and chase and interview people and humiliate her. She doesn't talk about how she sexually humiliates women and men, but women mostly. Yeah. So she likes to say someone's uh, defaming her. That would be lying on her. I wouldn't sit here behind a microphone and say that if I didn't have receipts. And the people that you've done that to, they know it on this platform. The other content creators, they know it. Yeah. And she just has a clutch on, people. She does, and people are afraid of her. Yeah. So those that are, well, stay afraid. Hmm. But as long as she's anonymous, she can reign terror. And anyone who would want to keep her anonymous, who would want someone like this to be able to remain anonymous, knowing what they're capable of, knowing what they've done to many people? Why would you want to support that? She's done real harm to a lot of people. Why wouldn't you want that cloak pulled off, that mask pulled off? It's one thing to protect someone's anonymity for real reasons, but not someone who's been brutal, who have said things to harm people. Why would you want to provide a shield to that? This is a person that has done a lot to hurt people, real harm, to go after their livelihood, multiple people. Why would you want to keep her hidden? Why? Why would you want to hide an abuser of women? That's facts. And if you don't believe I don't have receipts, then you don't know about it. I wouldn't say it if I didn't have it. I know what she's done to me. Mhm. Why? I mean, just really, why? This person says she's a black woman. I don't know. I don't know personally any black woman who would tolerate the kind of abuse that this person purports to be a black woman and stand by and not speak out about this kind of abuse. I'm talking about sexual abuse, humiliation. That's what I'm talking about. Mhm. Sexual harassment. That's being harassing. People can do it on people's jobs or they can do it other places, and it's been done here. If someone were to do this at someone's job, take photographs of them, create deepfake pornographic images, and passed it around at someone's job site, wouldn't they be taking that up to human resources for sexual harassment? And they would be fired. And the company would probably be sued if they allowed it. So I can call it, that's how I see it. That's how I see it. I do see it as that kind of harassment. I do. And humiliation and the rest of it. Yeah. So talk about that, Daniel Robertson. Mhm. Talk about your confessions that are on tape. How she laughed. Mhm. Yeah. And smeared. Talk about that, Danielle. That's the part that people don't know that she wants hidden. And she said if she were ever found out, people would be disappointed. Those people need to be disappointed. They need to be disappointed. Yes, they need to be disappointed in the behavior of Danielle Robertson and her treatment of other women. If that were a man, we'd be screaming at the top of our lungs. But it's so much more shocking that it's a woman doing this, too. You expect put a woman in the dark of the night, somewhere on a computer in her basement, wherever she is, cropping pictures of another woman and creating deep fake pornography and then disseminating it and profiting. Mhm. Putting up her Cash App. Yeah. And then say it's not her money. Some guy says it's his money. So then there's a guy, if we're to believe it, a mystery guy who has benefited from that. A man has benefited from that, profited from that. And I'm supposed to just stand by and not want to protect my image? That's what I was protecting. It wasn't in bad faith. My image was out there, and I wanted to protect my likeness, my image, because it had gotten out of the PPO. That was unlawful. It was illegal to bring it out and then take that image of me, manipulate that image, profit from that image, humiliate me with that, send those images to the board. Talk about that part of the copyright. That's why. So I can answer to a judge. You hear me on the mic. I'm not going to lie about anything. I know what my intent is. And what she has done to others. That's why she wants to keep the mask on. Well, there may be other people that want her to remain masked. I don't. She needs to be held accountable. And part of that accountability is being unmasked because she is doing real harm. Yes, I don't make any bones about that. This is not just an exercise in futility, it has real meaning. It does. It does. Why do you want to hide someone like that? I don't. They need to come to the light. Not just for me. No. So that they can be held accountable. Oh, you'd love to hear more. Yeah. You're talking about. You know, I have so many receipts and she knows it. Yeah. Yeah. And I don't even know what I, have. Yeah. And people do need to know. Uh-huh. We do need to get to the truth of it. Yeah. We do. Because a lot of people have been wronged. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Real harm has been done. And real intimidation, real threats, real real anxiety, real fear, all of it. Why do we want to why do you want to hide someone like that? Why? The sooner this person can, be exposed, the sooner the truth can be out and people can, return to some kind of sense of, normality without this lurking in the shadow. Because that's what it is to me. Mm-hmm. 4740. Yeah. So let me come and see your comments. I've said a lot tonight. Mm-hmm. And I'm not afraid of anything I've said. No, I'm not. Sometimes I probably say a little bit too much, but tonight I'm just telling the truth. Let me look at my email. Okay. Let's go up to the top and see what's going on. Yeah, RunTellThatToo. That's why we're here tonight. Let's go down. And let me say hello to Viva and It's Not Me, Cups of Conversations, and of course my moderators and people are in the bushes. Let's read a few. Stop. Yeah. You've been verbal about standing for right and have allegedly been targeted for it. Yeah. Yeah, this week, what is it going to bring? I don't know. Yeah. I know tomorrow's going to be busy. Yeah, she has recorded and said a lot and telling on herself because she never thought these things might come to light. That's why she wants them silenced. Yes, fake wellness checks. Not just on me. Yeah, that's impersonation. Big time. What is this? She's now pushing the narrative that people are saying Rabbit was behind her main channel at first because they don't think a black woman is smart enough to do. She, her in this race, I don't know what color she is, her skin tone, that's what I mean. I don't know her race, you know, ethnicity, I don't know. And I say tone because sometimes she's talked about, you know, a color. Yeah, I can't even get into all of it. It just really. Um, she's the biggest offender of that. Yeah, anyone that sits with her and cheers abuse on, that's that to me is that's not normal. You work with an abuser? Yeah. Support a criminal? Mm. Why would people want to do that? Um, Not when they know something is wrong. Misery loves company. Yeah. And yes, they would be fired. EEOC. What grown black woman with any business and morals about herself would sit online and torture others for years? Who would do that? Miss Redhead, haven't seen you in a while. That's Miss Redhead. Hello. I don't know. Happy New Year. Yeah, it's good to see you. Someone said women rarely do that kind of stuff. That's why when I it's it's hard to reconcile it. I know women can do that, but on a whole, that's not what you expect. And that's not what I expect a woman to do. No. Rare, it's rare. Yeah, it's rare. But there are some women that do horrific things. Horrific. He was a man. Yes, she has impersonated men as well. Facts. You've been sitting in the bushes every now and then. Okay. Wow. Time has flown by and it's 2026. Yeah. Who would have thunk it? None of the distractions will work. We can see this a mile away. Love at Love 777 CB says, I remember when she would get all the info on Jack, but I didn't know the rest. It's like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Two different. Well, she has said she has two. There are two me's. That's an exact quote. She said, there are two me's. Mhm. Mhm. She said she has a savage side and, you know, a peaceful side. And she said, as far as between her and I, that that other side, the peaceful, that no longer exists ever. It's always savage for me. Mhm. I have that recorded. Mhm. So if you, I mean, that was her saying she has a savage side. Yeah. And if you've ever heard her go into it, it's frightening. It is. And she wants protection. Oh my. Yeah. It's easy for her to lie. It's, I don't know really how to describe it, except factually. I know when she's lying, and it, she doesn't seem to have a conscience. It's been seared with a hot iron, meaning it's like it doesn't, it's just all the nerve tissue, if you can imagine, it's gone. She just can't feel what other people feel, when it comes to hurting someone. It's she actually derives some type of pleasure. She has said it. She has said it. She doesn't want people to hear that. And she's going to say I'm lying and making it up, but I can't play it because she strikes it. Mhm. I've never seen anything like this. You've never heard her say she has a peaceful side. She has said that. She said, I'm really peaceful, you know? I have a peaceful life. You've never heard her say that outside of YouTube? Hmm. Yeah, she said, I have a peaceful life. But she doesn't matter that she wreaks havoc in other people's lives. She doesn't want people to have peace. That it doesn't comport. I don't know. Lacks empathy. Absolutely lacks empathy. It brings her pure pleasure when others that you know, she says she's vengeful. Pain, she loves it when others feel that hurt. It makes her laugh. Haven't you heard her laugh? It's disgusting. It is. It doesn't, it just doesn't seem like human. It's smug. Mhm. Yeah. She is godlike. That's the only way I can describe it. She believes she has that much power and she's untouchable and she behaves like she's godlike. Mhm. And there have been people, mhm, who followed her, who have said things like that, godlike to her. Yeah. She's on YouTube 24/7 though. I don't think she has a personal life. I don't know. She pretends because she's anonymous. Nothing but email me at unwinewithteddy@gmail.com. So on a Sunday night, did we get it all out? No. You should hear some of the things the names that she is called. I just simply say, this is what she has said, and this is what's on recordings. And I've never met anyone like her. And yes, I think her behavior, some of it is evil and wicked. And I just don't know where it comes from. I don't. No. Yeah. Yeah. It's something I can't really describe. As sinister. Old school says sinister. Yeah, that's one of the reasons she likes horror film. Yes. She's it brings her some kind of, I don't know, fantasy pleasure. Something about horror genre. I don't I don't understand this person. And I can say the horror genre because she has depicted images of me in filings with horror and put my name and have, woman with, weapons and blood and all this. Who is this? I can't come, it doesn't square with me and another black woman. I just can't get into it. I This is so unusual. Sorry. Yes, it's rare. I don't get it. Yeah. And she even, yes, Montana, Tony Montana, this, yeah, that's her, one of her idols. Images she mimics. Mhm. She said, in her own words, she's ruthless. Yeah, I wouldn't lie. I wish the judge could hear these things. It's frightening. Mhm, mhm. Yeah. Let's see. She does it. Okay. You see how we hit our hour? 9:30. 5. And she's always calling someone a stalker. Yet she has made recordings. Mhm. And she has shown images that were captured of other individuals. And she has made it known that she would want to see someone's kneecaps, like somebody taking pictures of them, a hidden camera. Who says that? She has said things like that. And she has the resources. She says she has plenty of money. So she has also said, and maybe read between the lines here, she said she doesn't need YouTube. Okay. So if somebody is waiting for her to make videos and to make money on YouTube, and she said she doesn't need YouTube, people. She doesn't care. I don't know if you're reading between the line here or not. You probably are, for those of you. She doesn't need YouTube money. She said she has money coming in every week. She said People aren't going to learn who she is. They're not going to be able to take anything from her. If you don't know her name, uh, so what is she going to do? Hide stuff? Yeah, I'm just asking. She's laughing at all of this. Yeah. Okay. And apparently she's not answering. I don't know. Another court. Okay. We'll see how all of it goes. It's unbelievable. No, I don't know what she is capable of. She has said nothing is off limits. If somebody tells you that nothing is off limits, said it to me directly. You don't think I want to know who this person is? You don't think I have a right to want to even find out? You don't think I have a right to let others know that someone feels this way? And if a person says, oh, you're doxing me, you don't think I have a right to want that exposed? I don't know what kind of mindset other people have, but someone who says they have no limits and they're going to do things to me for the rest of my life, you think I don't want to find out who that person is and don't have a right to find out and shouldn't inquire with all of these things? Maybe that's how somebody else feels, and that's okay. Uh-huh. But no. What is this? She gets off on the mere thought of someone being scared of her. Yes, I do think that, because that is part of the intimidation or her actions. People give her power by repeating the nonsense she says to prop herself up. And that's why I say it's just gaslighting. It's, she's not into the truth. All it does is make weak people think it's true. The courts have seen a lot. Yes, the courts have seen different things. Everybody's going to have to answer for everyone, including myself. But I'm not hiding. I'm not running. I won't run from the tough questions. Yeah. No, I'm not. And don't forget to hit the like button. Are we done for tonight? Maybe someone else has something they want to say, and it's still early. Right. Yeah, I don't want to take up all the airtime. And usually for me, it's about an hour, and we have reached that. Yeah. Okay. So you can run tell that too. And maybe tomorrow, join me sometime. We got a lot of snow. The snow, I have to tell you, the snow is up to my calves. I was walking with my boots, like the snow was almost up to the fur at the top of my boots. When I was walking my dog through yeah. Yeah, when I'm not even walking on the street, they haven't plowed. It's like 3 or 4 inches. Yeah. Yeah. So, got to get out there in it. Love says, I can believe the money part. She's addicted to her YouTube personalities, in my opinion. We got ice. Okay. Oh, did you? Wait a minute. I'm reading these comments backwards. Or, from the bottom up, I should say. What is that ice about? Let me go back up before I say goodbye. Yeah. Okay. Oh, ice. Cold. Icicles. Hanging. Got it. Mm-hmm. Mm. Yeah, I was reading from the bottom up. Yes, the snow is beautiful. You can make snow angels. Yes, it's gorgeous. They cleaned out the stores and all they had was a thin piece of ice on my windshield. Okay. Oh, well, at least we got power so far. So far. A little snow, but more ice where you are. Okay. Uh huh. Yeah. We got a lot. Viva. Well, be safe. And yeah, I'm kind of waiting, for them to plow the streets before I take my car out. They took all the water. Yeah, that's one of the first things that goes, all the water. Mhm. Well, I have enough food in my house. I went grocery shopping. So, yeah, my freezer is stocked up. I have at least enough for, at least 5 days or so. Yeah. That, if I didn't go to the grocery, I'd be okay. Yeah. Let's see. You've got your feet kicked up in front of the fireplace right now, and you're staying in tomorrow making homemade soup. Yum. Yum. Yeah. All right. I keep saying that's it. I didn't really say that's it, but it is now. All right. Unless there is something else, I've checked my email. Oh, well, thank you for the Cash App. Private supporter. I appreciate you. I know there's somebody out there saying, stop, you're saying so much. Don't tell them everything. They won't know everything. Don't worry. Yeah. Yes. Soup. I bought some bean soup, like the beans. I haven't made the soup yet, but I do have all the ingredients. I do. So maybe I should make some soup tomorrow. Cups, yeah, that ice is nothing to play with. Yep. Be careful. Yep. All right. That is it. It's 9:45. Biggest bear hugs go out to all the grizzlies and the honey bears. Please hit the like on your way out and join me sometime tomorrow. You've got my email address. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm Teddy. Good night.